Hi everyone, so still behind my camera because I'm shooting this video for my eye products, both palettes, quads, single eyeshadows, etc. Now I'll be dividing them into three parts. One are all my palettes, like this large palettes right here, and the other one are all singles, which are right here, as you can see, all of them right there. And then the other one are all my cream shadows, which are my paint pots, cream shadows like this one right here, like the Revlon ones. Let's just get started. Now the singles, I have some which I've depotted right here, so probably they'll be joining the single shadows. So I'll be separating them because I've also depotted some of my palettes, like the Wet n Wild ones. I've also depotted some of them, but some of them are not. It's because I just, they are limited edition, like this one right here. So I can't bring them to depot. So first I'm going to shoot the first part. By part one are all of my palettes. So let's just get started. Hi guys, so these are the first batch of the palettes. It's random actually. There are high-ends and drugstore ones. There are limited editions, there are not. I'll be showing them to you one by one so that you know. I am a huge fan of eyeshadow palettes, and mostly you can see my storyline here is I'm mostly on warm and cool toned ones, basically natural color shades, basic colors like that. I'm not into colorful ones, just a few. If ever I'm going to have a colorful one, I prefer greens, a little bit of pink, and a little bit of reds, but the rest I'm not into it. So blue, quite few, but not many. I'm more into greens and neutrals. So here they are, and then let's get started. Okay, so let's start on the left. I have the ColourPop palettes right here. So I'm going to show you. One is this, the I Love Sarahi collaboration with the ColourPop. I think she is one of the beauty gurus at YouTube. So, and this is called Chicky. I don't know if the camera could pick up that name, but it looks like that. Okay, so let me just open it to show them to you. And I think this is limited edition, but some of the eyeshadows here are, I think, on their permanent line. I don't know. I still have it in the box. This is the brown sugar, just like that. I did a tutorial on this. You can check them out. I'll just put that intonation above the video so that you could check my video. The next one is Making Mauves, which I haven't done any tutorial on this or makeup look, but probably one of these days I'll be doing them. That's why it's still in the box. That's what it looks like. There you go. The other one is Nude Mood. I have the ColourPop Blush Crush. I have the Going Coconuts, which I've already done a tutorial on this. I have the Night Owl, which looks like that. I have Just My Luck, which looks like that. I have the Double Entendre, which I haven't used it yet, but probably one of these videos. And the ever famous, one of the cool tones that that is already discontinued is this Fame. I didn't get the other palette, which is all the warm tone. These are all mostly cool toned ones. So that's that. Okay, then I have two Tarina Tarantino. This one right here, which is so pretty. It's called Sparklosity Gold Palette. I've seen Katie AB in one of her videos do a tutorial on this, and I fell in love with it. Good thing when I bought this, it was on the Sephora website, and before it was being removed, so I was lucky I was able to get it from Sephora. This is the other one, which I've also seen Katie AB in one of her haul videos. This one is called Jasper in Agate. I don't know how to pronounce the other one, which is this, but it's such a pretty shade. I love using this as a topper. And then I have two Tarte palette. One is this, which is kind of dirty, sorry about that. This one right here, which is called Tartelette, first ever palette they released from their Tartelette range. This is the first palette they ever released. And this one is the very first, which is the volume 1, the Rainforest of the Sea. I didn't bought the volume 2 and 3, I think, because it's kind of the same color story. So, and I think these are already discontinued. I have this one, the only Max Factor that I have. I've seen Sam from Pixie Woo done a video on this. I don't know if it's from the Pixie Woo YouTube video or they done this on her IG account. I don't know, but it's pretty. Look at that. Neutrals. This shade is called Cappuccino Nudes. This one is from BYS, and it's called Mocha Eyeshadow Palette, which looks like that. I don't know if the camera could pick up the shade because behind me over here at the right side is my window, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's still kind of, I'm using a natural light, to be honest. Alright, and I have two of these Zoeva, and then I didn't buy any more Zoeva. This one is Naturally Yours palette, which I've seen Pixie Woo done a tutorial using this palette for, I think, for her Khloe Kardashian look. I love Khloe. Of all the Kardashians, Khloe is the one I love the most, because I think of all the three, I think she's the one who's very neutral and also the strongest woman. I don't know, but of all the Kardashian sisters, she's the first choice I love. The second is Kendall Jenner, because Kendall, you can see Kendall is very, very frank, straightforward, and strong woman. So that's that. It's actually, it's still I'm still keeping the outer box because I don't want this to get dirty. And then the other one is the Entaupe palette, the cool toned one. It's still inside the box. That's that. And the ever cool toned one. I love this one. I love. I don't regret buying this on Sephora Philippines website. And then this is the palette I have from the Electric Wonder from MAC. They have two shades. I got the neutral one, and it's still inside the box because I don't want this to get dirty, and I love the box. And this is the Natural Vice, which, to be honest, I don't know why MAC, have this film. The name is on this film. Hopefully next time, I wish they just wrote it on the palette or at the back, but they didn't. And then I have this is the Huda Beauty Haze Obsession in khaki. Of all the haze obsession they have shades, the khaki is the only one I got. This is my Christmas gift for the year 2020. It's still inside the box. It's because I don't want to throw away the packaging. It's because it has written. I could just remove this palette right here because the ingredients is still here, the directions, whatever. It has more green undertones in it. So, and then I have the Stila, which is still inside the box because I think this has been discontinued on their website. I was happy I was able to got it on their website when it was on sale. I was really hunting for this. I was really waiting for this. It's because it's expensive. So at least look at that at the back. And this is what it looks like. Pretty checkered. It's like a chess. This is the Matte and Metal palette. Yeah. And then I have two of the Milani palettes. One is Most Loved Mattes and Soft and Sultry. And I think this has been discontinued by Milani. Why Milani? Why did you discontinue this when everything is, this great palette that you introduced? Sorry about, look at the camera, yeah, and my head. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then other one is this one right here. That's what it looks like. Alright, and then I have this Elianto empty palette right here. And I have all the duos of the L'Oreal Hip. Do you still remember these? One of these? Do you still remember this? I forgot the names, but here they are. I think these are, what's this? Riotous, the one with the green and olive. This one is Wicked. Charisma, Playful, Sculptuous, Adventurous. Then I have this Sleek palettes that I have. Sad to say, Sleek is no longer available here in the Philippines, so I'm sad about that. It will be very hard for me if ever I found some beautiful releases of palettes, face products, cheeks, highlights from them. Yeah, so let me just show you. This is A New Day, which is still on with the film. The film, contains the name of the single shadows. I do apologize, our dogs. All Night Long, Vintage Romance, Garden of Eden, Au Naturel or Au Natural. I've seen the Pixie Woo sisters been doing this, using these palettes, and they are really pigmented. Also Special, which is beautiful peaches and pinks. If the camera could pick up the shade, I don't know. And lastly, Storm, which, look at that, I've hit pan on. So I love this. I wasn't able to get the original because I don't know, it doesn't attracted me, didn't caught my eye of that shade. So yeah, and here are some of the local palettes that I have from Detail Makeover. One is this latest that I bought this year. It's called the Egyptian Desert, and it's still inside the box because I love, the kind of Egyptian grieving right there, writings, and this is what it looks like. It still has some film. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty reds. It's really the color of the desert and the sun. This one is the Ecru Squad, and the other one is the Autumn Eyeshadow. These two I bought when they had this 50% off sale. So this one is Ecru, which they have this kind of film with the name of each eyeshadow, and it's also written in here on the packaging. Yeah. So it's pretty, and it's very neutral. It's nice. And then this is the Autumn Eyeshadow. I don't know if I've done a tutorial on this or not, or a video on this, but I think it's not. And look at the film here. Look at that. If you could just see, just put it, look at that. There's this autumn shape and with the name of it, so it's more on autumn shades. Look at that, it's pretty. I don't know what's wrong with me right now, but I noticed that I've been gravitating towards autumn shades, autumn colors, both nail polishes, eyeshadows, cheek products. Yeah, so that's from detail. It's a local brand and I love it. And then here I have the two Natasha Denona palettes. My wish list for next year is to buy the Glam palette, which is their cool tone palette. Still in the box. This one is Natasha Denona Mini Star palette. Just open it. Look at that. It's pretty, isn't it? I haven't done any eye look on this, but yeah, one of my target is to do this. And the other one, which is this one, it's the Camel palette. Of all the palettes that Natasha Denona releases, the Camel is the only target that I want, which looks like that. It's still inside the box because I don't want this to be cracked or whatever. I bought this not on their original price. I bought this on sale. And then I have this one, the Nakeds from Victoria's Secret, which has, I think this has an issue, I don't know, between the Urban Decay, and I think this has been discontinued. I guess I've seen Katie AB done a tutorial on this, and I love her look on this that she came up with. It's pretty, especially the one in this middle. I love it. This is kind of a silvery taupe, and I love the shade. And then I have the Lorac. They have the gold and the unzipped. I didn't buy the gold one. I just bought one Lorac palette, and which is this one, for my collection. This is the unzipped palette, which looks like that. That's the only Lorac brand that I have. And then I also have one The Balm eyeshadow palette, and it is the Nude Tude. And the rest of the palettes that The Balm released, it didn't caught my eye anymore. It didn't caught my attention. The thing that caught my attention was their Instain blushes, which I think it has been discontinued, and I wasn't able to snatch at least one color. I've seen Floating in Dreams in one of her videos, like the Getting Ready With Me video. I saw the Instain blush in Argoyle, I think. Is it Argoyle? What's the name? I'll just put the name below the video. I'll just pop the name so that you'll know. And I fell in love with it, and now I'm hunting for it. Yeah, silly me. Okay, so that's that. Look at that. Is it? Yeah, I bought the one with Naughty. I think they released two kinds of this shade. One is this Naughty one, so this one caught my eye. And then I have two Cargo eyeshadows. I was glad I was able to get this one. I think this is limited edition. And I was glad last year, I think, no, not last year, but 2018, I bought this too. Alright, one is this, which is still inside the box. This is the Emerald City, I think. Yeah, Emerald City. And this is from their Christmas edition. And that's what it looks like. Pretty. And then this one is, I think it's a journey, I don't know. I think this is a, I don't know what's the shade. What's the shade? It's Enjoy Your Journey. I think it's Enjoy Your Journey. That's the name of the palette. And this is what it looks like. Yeah, it's neutral, dull. It's basically common. I think I can find that in other of my palettes. So, but I don't have any cargo products yet, so might as well. And then over here at the right side are all my Urban Decay palettes, both limited edition, discontinued, and still on permanent line. I have this, which, yeah, that's the problem of this kind of packaging. It becomes sticky, so I repainted it with a kind of a shimmery nail polish, so that, yeah, this is Naked 2 Basics, which looks like that. This is the Naked Basics, which looks like that. I have this one, the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. Looks like that. It's still new. I haven't used it yet. This one is already discontinued. I think this is the Urban Decay Smoked palette. These are with beautiful, you know, pop of color right here. One thing that really caught my eye is this one right here. This beautiful shimmery brown. This green right here. If you want a more dark but subtle smoky look, I think this one is perfect, which is, this one is called Asphalt. This one right here. And this one really caught my eye, which I think it's the same shade. This one is much more darker and more taupey shade. The Naked from the Victoria's Secret one. So that's that. And I'm still keeping the, what do you call this? Yeah, it's, look at that. It's really getting, you know, but I don't want to depot this thing because it's really, you know, it's nice. But I'm not going to throw the outer package. I just love it. And I have this one. I only got 4. I didn't buy the cherry, the honey, I think. No, yeah, I didn't, because it didn't cut my eye. I don't like more yellow. I also don't like more reds, because I do have a couple of reds already. So this is already been discontinued, the original, which the start of all palettes. I think this is the one who created that kind of trend. So that's Urban Decay Naked. I don't know why they discontinued this. They shouldn't, because they're the one who started this kind of palettes. After they released this, tons and tons of makeup brands in the community releases almost like the same as this one. So they are the original ones. So I don't know why they discontinued it. So sad to say. This one is the Naked 2, which I don't know if they're going to discontinue it. I've heard there are rumors that they're going to discontinue this. Hopefully not, because this is the cool toned palette that they have, and it's pretty, and I just can't let it go. I just love this. Of these two, the Naked one and the Naked 2, the Naked 2 is the most I've been using a lot. If I'm doing a eye makeup look, And this one is the Naked 3, which are more rosy. These are the rose toned palettes. And lastly, the Naked Smokey, which I love because it has cool tones. It has warm right here, a little bit warm, but the kind of this one, the kind of dark shades they have is like a subtle color, subtle shades. It's not, this one is not totally black as black. You can mix it. So yeah, I love this. So those are the Urban Decay. And in here on the left side are all of my Too Faced products. This one has been discontinued. This is the only Too Faced chocolate palette that I have. And I don't have the white chocolate, the white bar. I don't have the other one, the bonbons. This year my target is to buy the peach, which yeah, I'm in a late wagon, but this is because I've been kind of weighing it the first time it was released. I don't know if I have to buy it or not, because some of the shades already I do have, both in local brand that I have and both in the other palettes that I have. I'm sorry, it's the clock. Okay, sorry about that. Now, this is the only chocolate palette that I have from Too Faced, and it's the chocolate bar. Which looks like that. And the reason why I bought this, because I've seen Pixie Roo done a tutorial on this when Sam from Pixie Roo did a Kat Dennings tutorial, and oh my gosh, I love Kat Dennings. One of my celebrity crushes from the Hollywood is Kat Dennings. One of them is Kat Dennings, the other one is Gal Gadot, the other one is Lydia Carter. It got me inspired, so why not buy this? Okay, and then I have this one, which is, this is the Too Faced candy bar. You still remember this when the packaging here has the iPhone packaging, the iPhone 5 packaging. I didn't use it, I just kept it. I don't know where I put it, but yeah, so that's the what it looks like. Actually, this has the bronzer and the cheek, but I just included this because if you see the palette, it's more eye palette rather than the face one. So, and then I have this, the old version of the Too Faced Smoky Eye palette, the one with the thick right here. Still has the thick, so that's what it looks like. I have the old version, not the new one. I'm not going to buy more of the Too Faced one. And then I have this Summer Eye palette. You still remember this? I was happy the first time they released this. I was able to buy it. So beautiful, look at that. I have this, the Natural at Night. You know, if you are asking me, I prefer the one with the cardboard box. I don't know, I think it's kind of vintagey retro thing, but yeah. So that's Natural at Night. This is the Boudoir Eyes. This one is already the tin can right here. I still have this paper right here, some of the eye look, so it would give me some inspiration. This is the Natural Matte. Looks like that. This one is Natural Eyes, which looks like that. And I think this one, it's still on their website but in different packaging. This one is Naked Eye, which looks like that. Pretty, isn't it? And then I have the chocolate chip. I didn't bought the white chocolate chip. I only bought this chocolate chip because the white one is more for lighter skin tone, paler one. This is more warmer with a little bit of pop of color, the pink and the purple in there. And lastly, this one, you still remember this? It's the Sugar and Spice, which I've already done a tutorial on this. You just look at that, isn't it pretty? Look, pretty. The latest that they've released, the one with the dog signs, it didn't caught my attention because I think it's already the same as this one. It has this kind of same concept but different packaging, so I won't buy it. Okay, so here are the next batch. Some of them are still palettes, trios, and quads. Okay, so here this is the Essence palette in All About Chocolate. That's what it looks like. Okay, in here are all my Catrice. This one is Chocolate Nudes. This one is Absolute Nude. I love Catrice. I don't know why, but it's no longer, we're not carrying Catrice here in the Philippines anymore. They're no longer selling it. And this one right here is a quad from Catrice, the only quad that I got. One thing that really attracted me here is this one right here, which is, I think, the same shade on the single eyeshadow that I got before, which is already hit pan on. This is a beautiful taupe, and this one also got attracted me. That's why I bought this one. This one is not really. This one is kind of. This is Catrice Absolute Eye Color, and the shade is 040. Never Let Me Go. This one is the only H&M palette that I have, and this is the Smokey eyeshadow in Smoky Black. And this two right here really got attracted to me. This is a gift, a Christmas gift to me, and I love it. I love it. Then I have two Revlon. This one right here, which I haven't tried it yet. This is Adventurous. And this one right here, which I think I've already done a tutorial on this. And this is Sweet Innocence. I only have two Rimmel quads. I bought this on eBay. One is, what's this? 029 in Afternoon Tea. And this one is 002 in Smoky Brew. And actually, this is my second quad. The first quad I already hit pan on. If you just watched one of my Bye Products video, one of this is included. I have a trio here, which I haven't depotted it. I do have tons of eyeshadows because I love collecting eyeshadows. So this is I'm Getting Sunburned, which looks like that. Then this one right here, which is limited edition, that's why I didn't depotted it. It's called Earth Looks Small from Down Here. She has beautiful pretty green and this kind of light taupey brown shade. I don't like this. I do have this one, which is on the Urban Decay Smoky or Smoked palette. And then right here on the left, I have the Wet n Wild ones, the limited edition ones. This one right here, you still remember this? I think, what high brand is that introduced this type of packaging, this type of palette? They kind of released it. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Baked Eyeshadow Palette in Baked Not Fried. Looks like that. And this one right here, which has the pink, the blues, and a little bit of marbled pink. This one is Baking a Cake. This one are all also limited editions. This is Sparkle Till Morning, which I've seen Emily Noel in one of her videos. This two right here, which I've really hunted it down because I love it. Remember when Urban Decay Naked released their palette, one of the Wet n Wild released this palettes. And this one is, they say, is a dupe. This one is Nude Awakening. Which looks like that. And the other one right here is Going in the Wild. This one is the only NYX I have, NYX palette, and I didn't buy anymore. This is NYX The Runway Collection, which I don't know if I'm going to put this in my treasure trove or not, or I'm just going to give it away. This is the Catwalk, which I've seen Marlena use this from the Makeup Geek, and this one is Natural palette. I have the e.l.f. This is the eye transformer, where this one, it's a topper. It's an eyeshadow topper. I don't know, but in real life, this one is green, this one is champagne peach, this one is pink, and this one is blue lilac. I don't know if the camera could pick up the shade. And this one, recently released, it's been one of the bestseller from e.l.f. This is Bite Size Eyeshadow, and I've done a getting ready with me video of this using this too. I think November, I think. This is Truffles, and this one is Pumpkin Pie. Then I have the Physicians Formula. This is, I think, from their nude collection. So I love, yeah, the ribbon in here is already gone. I don't know where it went, but I love it because of the lace. Look at that. It's kind of a retro, vintagey kind of thing. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. It's already gone. So this one is the Classic Nude, which the brush included here, I've thrown it away. So yeah, I didn't use it anyway. So I love this. They are really, really very pigmented. And this one is just nude. Look at that. See how well loved it is. I don't know if I'm going to depot this or not. Probably not. It's because I love the lace. It has that kind of retro vibe, vintage vibe in it. I don't know what's happening, but ever since the pandemic, I've been looking for other habits, and one that really gravitating me towards is those vintage pictures, stickers like that. So this one is Natural Nude, which looks like that. This one right here, this is the only Physicians Formula trios that I have, the one with the bulky one, because I think this was discontinued and I was on the late wagon. This is from their baked collection, and this one is Baked Butter. Look like that. It's pretty. This one, do you remember this? These are the big Physicians Formula quads, where a lot of them are a dupe for the MAC single eyeshadows. This one is Classic Nudes. This one is Canyon Classics. And lastly, this one is Quartz Quartet. Over here, some of the palettes that I have random. I do have two MUA. I think these are also being released during the Naked collection palettes time of Urban Decay. This one is Undressed, which I don't know if this is the Naked one or two. Is MUA Undress Me Too, which is, I think this is the most exact. A lot of the eyeshadows here are exact dupe of the Naked palette from Urban Decay. The one who's watching me are able to get this. I think this is not yet discontinued, I don't know, but this one is the Beauty UK. This is the only Beauty UK palette that I have, and this one is Posh palette, and I think this is also combination of the Urban Decay Naked 1 and 2 dupe. This one is Revolution in Reloaded Basic Mattes, which I haven't used it yet, but yeah, look at that, it's pretty. I've heard so much good things about this. This one is the Model's Own. I wasn't able to get the first volume. I got the second because I prefer the second one, which is the Barely There number 2. The Barely There one I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I cannot talk. But this one is the best for me. And then I have this Essence Good Vibes. Oh, by the way, this year, probably coming 2 or 3, probably you'll see it on my haul. I did bought some of Essence, which is not already available here, some of their limited edition ones. I'm hunting also the one when Essence and Catrice collaborated. They have the Villain Disney and the Disney Princesses. So, but I'm not going to buy all. I'm going to choose which one that really caught my eye, to my liking. So that would make me fall in love with it. So I'm not going to buy all of them, because some of the color story there I don't like. So this one is Essence Good Vibes, Good Memories. I don't know if the camera could see it clearly. Yeah, okay, that's it. And this one is Bloom Baby Bloom. I kept the film. No. So that's that. Isn't it pretty? Look at that. And there's the name of the palette. Bloom Baby Bloom. Look at that. Pretty color story. I love this red right here. All neutrals, earthy tones, and then a pop of red in the middle, which is beautiful. It's like kind of reminds me of a rose, which is, you know, a pop of color in the middle. Yeah, so that's good. And also I love the packaging. Look at that. And then I have this, the Essence Follow Your Heart. I think this is limited edition. And oh wow, look at that. All earthly tones. Neutrals, earthly tones. Love it! And then I bought this one. I bought this when I was in Taiwan. And I was weighing if I'm going to buy this or not. But I was happy I was able to, because this is limited edition. This is the Essence Fall Back to Nature eyeshadow palette. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? Those autumn leaves. I don't know. I just love autumn leaves. Sad to say, in the Philippines, we don't have autumn leaves here. And the shade is I Love Fall Most of All. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it? Hello, Autumn, right here. And this is Shimmery, which is this first row right here. And the second is the matte. Just look at that. Wow. Meaning they have the same shade but different texture. The top here are all shimmers, while the bottom are their counterpart, the matte ones. So I love it. So you can do a lot of, you can do mix, but you can also like this one first, one color, this one's one color, like that. So it's pretty. Over here, right here, are some of singles that only one that I have. This is the W7, which I've been hunting it. I've been weighing it. I've been thinking if I'm ever going to buy it or not. Good thing it was on sale. And this is the Naughty 9 Midsummer Nights. This one kind of reminds me of those Shadow by 9 by MAC. This kind of concept like that. This one is, if you've seen my recent haul this December, I'll just put here the intonation, the link, or I can put the link below on the description box. This is included in my December haul. This is the Pixie by Petra look palette, and this one is Goddess. This is still in the box, which is the Coca-Cola, the Face Shop, when they have this collaboration collection of the Coke. I bought their lip tint, the one with the teddy bear. After I use it, I'm going to keep it because I love that teddy bear right there. So this is the Coca-Cola eyeshadow. Pretty! I love Coke. This is the Monopop Eyes Coke Red, and the shade is Coke Red 01. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't have this kind of red shade right here in my collection, so that's why I kind of bought it. And this one is the Jessie's Girl Baked Powder eyeshadow. I didn't depot it because I think this is limited edition. So I already did a eye tutorial on this using this palette. I love it. I love this. This is way too old already. Alright, in here, right here, Maybelline and L'Oreal and some of singles. This is the only Maybelline palette that I have this kind of concept. And this is VR1, which I think this is the shade that is available here in Asia, but in the US it's not. Yeah, and this one right here are some of the quads, which is a lot of them are limited edition. Remember that Maybelline did. Yeah. So this one right here is copper brown, which is the only shade that is available here in the Philippines. I didn't see this in the US, so I bought it because it really caught my eye. It has that kind of neutral shade. And the rest here are all limited edition, which I bought off from eBay. I hunt them down one by one. This one is Desert Fantasy. Take It Off, Nude Romance, Fall Temptation. This one is already, I've used it up already, it's cracked. But the same shade is that NYX highlight. It's the same. Alluring Almond, Taupe Tease, Natural Shock. If you see some right here, it's because this one, when I received it in the mail, it was cracked. So I kind of sprayed with alcohol and then I kind of repressed it. And every now and then I kind of sanitize it by spraying it with alcohol. So that's why it's a little bit, yeah, look at that. Spray of the alcohol. This is Sunset Seduction. Oh my gosh, this is pretty. Bear It Buff, Sea Sprite. Lastly, Smoky Cinnamon, which when I saw this, Emily Noel from one of her videos done a tutorial on this, I immediately hunted it down. I was able to track it, and without second thoughts, click buy it now. And these are some of the palettes from me. This one is still in the packaging. Look at that box. This is City Mini Palette in Chill Brunch Neutral. Alice and Olivia collection, Uptown Downtown Glow. It's like that. This one, yeah, Late Wagon. I just recently bought this. This is included in my December haul. I didn't buy the neutral one. It's because I do have already almost like the same color story. It's like exactly. And then so this one is Blushed Nudes, Postcards from New York, which I think I still inside the box because I love it. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? It has that kind of retro vibe in it again. And this is the pink one. No, there's no shade name. It's just, it says Pink Postcard. I didn't buy the neutral. Okay, and then right here on the right are all my Milani in L'Oreal. These two right here, if you're familiar. This, I've already done a tutorial on this. This is Coupa Joe, which is all matte quads. Here is Because You're Worth It with this one right here. Remember this? Oh, this is pretty. It's really perfect. This is a palette which I got it for free. And this is the L'Oreal Paris Electric Nights in 02. I don't know what shade is this. I haven't done a tutorial on this yet. And this one right here, do you still remember? I shown this in one of my Getting Ready With Me video. And this is from the Body Shop. It's a limited edition. And the shade is Boho Beauty. And these are only the 3 palettes of Milani Runway Eyes that I have. This 2 is limited edition and this one is not. This is complimentary and this one is Naturally Chic True Classics. Thank you very much guys for watching. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye guys. See you.